Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a truly iconic piece of automotive history at the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia. If you're a fan of vintage cars, European design, or just beautifully crafted automobiles, you're in for a treat. This isn't just a car, it's a rolling sculpture that embodies mid-20th century charm and elegance. Let's start with what grabs you first at the exterior. The Karmann Ghia's design is nothing short of stunning. Built on the Volkswagen Beetle platform but styled by the Italian design house Ghia and hand-built by German coach builder Karmann, it debuted in 1955 and immediately turned heads. The car features a smooth, rounded body with flowing lines and subtle chrome accents. There are no harsh angles, just pure, uninterrupted curves from front to rear. The front end sports delicate, rounded headlamps and a small, understated grille, giving it a friendly yet sophisticated face. The low-slung profile, coupled with those stylish bumpers and body-colored wheel arches, give it a sporty yet approachable look. Whether you're looking at the coupe or the convertible version, the Karmann Ghia looks like it belongs on the postcard from the Riviera. Despite its modest origins, sharing a chassis and engine with the humble Beetle, the Karmann Ghia manages to look like a mini Porsche or even something Italian. It's not flashy, but it's absolutely classy, and even today, it still turns heads wherever it goes. For collectors and vintage enthusiasts, it's a dream come true. It's the kind of car people wave at, whether they know what it is or not. Step inside, and the charm continues. The interior of the Karmann Ghia is simple, but thoughtfully laid out. Keep in mind, this is a car that was produced between the 1950s and 1970s, so don't expect digital displays or luxury trim. What you do get is a clean dashboard, typically painted in the body color, and a pair of classic round gauges. There's something deeply satisfying about how analog everything feels. You've got the speedometer, the fuel gauge, a few toggle switches, and that's pretty much it, but that simplicity is part of the appeal. The steering wheel is large, thin-rimmed, and elegant. The seats, though not heavily bolstered, are surprisingly comfortable for their time. You sit low in the car, and with those slim pillars and large windows, visibility is excellent. It feels airy inside, even though it's compact. The Karmann Ghia isn't about high-end tech or opulence. It's about enjoying the drive, soaking in the sights, and feeling connected to the road, something modern cars often forget. Now let's talk performance. Under the rear hood, you'll typically find a 4-cylinder air-cooled engine, the same type used in the Beetle. Early models started with just 1.2 liters, producing around 36 horsepower. Later models improved, with the engine size increasing up to 1.6 liters, offering a modest 60 horsepower. On paper, that doesn't sound like much, and truthfully, it isn't fast by today's standards, 0 to 60 in around 20 seconds. But that's not the point of the Karmann Ghia. What it lacks in speed, it makes up for in character. The engine note is distinctively VW chugging, air-cooled thrum that's oddly satisfying. The car is lightweight, weighing just over 2,000 pounds, so it feels nimble around town and light on its feet in corners. The handling is tight, the ride is smooth, and there's a pure, unfiltered joy that comes from driving it. It's not about how fast you can get from A to B, it's about how much you enjoy the journey between those 2 points. In terms of reliability, the mechanical simplicity is actually a big advantage. These engines are famously easy to work on, and parts are widely available. If you're mechanically inclined or even just willing to learn, owning a Karmann Ghia can be a rewarding hands-on experience. There's a huge community of owners and restorers, so help and advice are always around the corner. Now, let's get into pricing. Because the Karmann Ghia was produced for nearly 2 decades, from 1955 to 1974, prices can vary significantly depending on the model year, condition, and originality. A project car that needs a full restoration might go for around $7,000 to $10,000. A solid, running example in decent shape can range from $15,000 to $25,000. But if you're looking for a pristine, fully restored or well-preserved original A, especially one of the earlier models or a convertible A, you could be looking at $30,000 to $50,000 or even more. Rarity, condition, and originality are huge factors here. Cars with matching numbers, original paint and interiors, or unique features can command a premium. And the market for these cars is strong, partly because they're stylish, partly because they're relatively affordable compared to other vintage European cars, and partly because they have such a passionate following. So, who is the Karmann Ghia for? It's for the person who values style over speed, elegance over extravagance, and character over complexity. It's for someone who appreciates design and wants to stand out without being loud. Whether you're a collector or just someone looking for a beautiful weekend cruiser, the Karmann Ghia delivers something truly special. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the Volkswagen Karmann Ghia, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more classic car content, and let us know in the comments, would you drive one of these beauties? Until next time, keep the wheels turning and the classics alive.